Hello friends, hello friends. This is Shiva here, and today we like to discuss on future world of SAP S4 HANA. Okay, and future. I mean, everybody knows actually HANA is having good future. So let's discuss one by one. Okay, so have been working for the number of customers who are either on SAP S4 HANA journey or planning on doing so, right? They have been talking to other consultants, watching videos, taking or talking to the salespeople, and reading online contents what SAP is suggesting, and also the contents posted by many of our consultants, SAP consultants who are working in S4 HANA, the forum kind of thing. A message that I keep hearing is that the change is not that great. So the marketing content of the product is still SAP ERP with a new skin and the simplified data model that is not noticeable to the end users, right? So they are not having any idea on the new skinny layer of the SAP S4HANA, but it is a kind of, I mean, they will thought as a is a kind of SAP ERP, right? Right. Actually, they are not known to the simplification or innovations or benefits, digital transformations, IoTs, and all other simplifications introduced in S4 HANA, right? However, this view is far from the truth, and as a customer who are currently implementing S4 HANA will testify the change is much more dramatic. The SAP HANA focus around performance, speed, and database reduction is lost on the business community. However, the CIOs or CFOs or many other top persons will not only impressed by these benefits, they will also look at using the benefit of SAP if any manufacturing or any IT industry is concerned. The top people will only will be impressed by the benefits, right, and cost savings, right. HANA reduce the TCO of their SAP environment. The data model simplifications, right, will enable the size of the database to reduce, improve performance when entering the data and enabling the true real-time reporting. But for a business user who is posting a goods receipt or entering a journal, the process will stay the same. So future world of S4 HANA. So SAP Fiori front end will over time become more complete. So now, as mentioned, SAP Fiori front end will overcome, uh, or I can say, the wartime become more complete and look and feel is universally greeted with open arms by the business users and the core users, right? Having a cleaner user experience is a soft benefit and should be seen as that by itself. However, when the SAP Fiori app reduce the volume of transactions and the screens, a business user needs to consume real benefit become more apparent. This is magnified by the ability to consume analytical SAP Fiori apps within the same SAP Fiori Launchpad, where the business users is performing data entry for the workflow approval. Having this SAP Fiori analytical apps real time and updating based on the data the business user has just entered or approved starts to significantly change how the business user use SAP S4 HANA. So actually, the Fury actually the new Fury apps, right, actually was which was used by SAP S4 HANA actually will have the right hand side. Actually, we have I mean the approval request for approving any purchase order or PR, whatever it may be. So the user can log into that page and then query pad and then they can approve that. So it will navigate to the next page where you can see the amount and which is a user next level everything. Either you can approve or deny, right? Okay. One simple example is a mindset of where and how reporting and analytics are performed for finance business users. In the previous world of SAP ECC6, a business user would enter the data into SAP ECC6 system of record. Data would be periodically sent over a BW system where a tool such as SAP BPC may run in order to analyze the financial performance of the business unit reports would be built in SAP BPC as this was only place that had been planned and actual data at the desired level. The process was cumbersome and costly and over sensitive periods such as a month end, the business would be under pressure to speed up the process which was a manual. Reporting on the last minute journal or the adjustment would require a forced data load into SAP BW to be reflected in the SAP BPC report. So with SAP S/4HANA, this has totally changed. All of the data is still recorded in SAP S/4HANA. However, now the SAP BPC solution can also be in the same SAP HANA environment. Therefore, all the reporting is produced and consumed via S/4HANA. S/4HANA comes with a standard SAP Fiori apps that comes planned and actual data. So now not only does the business user get the information in the real time, the report uses SAP Fiori to improve the user experience. When looking at the benefit of SAP S/4HANA, it is important not to constrain yourself with focusing on what is currently in scope and how business processes are currently performed. It is important to encourage the challenge from business user to see how things could perform in a simple manner without an error. So SAP S/4HANA equals business change. Okay, while the change can be seen as a daunting and a challenge, I would personally recommend that you embrace the change and the challenge. SAP S/4HANA is designed to simply copy your current business process or the ways of working. Seeing the move to S/4HANA as a technical exercise is a real red flag and lack of understanding around the potential it provides. Implementing SAP S/4HANA and promising to do the business change later may seem like a low risk approach, but I would disagree with this. The business user will be impacted by the move of SAP S/4HANA due to the reduction of SAP transactions, new functionalities added, and data conversations that are required. So, enthusiasm to review the business process after the implementation will be limited, right? Ignoring the change and the functions of SAP Fiori and embedded analytics would reduce the business change and disruptions, right? But at the same time, it does not allow the client to get the main benefit out of the SAP S/4HANA system. As a business user, your future world and experience using S/4HANA should change your way to do your job. Your current ways of working and will change, and the change for the better as you will have exposure to data you never had access to before, and to transact in a way that in a superior to the way you work today. When planning your S/4HANA journey, plan for the business change and disruption. Encourage your business user to work smarter and more efficiently, and the real return on S/4HANA journey will be shared across the whole business and not just the CIO top level communicator community. So, say for example, actually compared to your traditional ECC system where navigation finds a very challenging thing for the new fresher hand in SAP, but in Fury apps actually, I mean front end, the user can easily check the apps. Actually, if they have knowledge, I mean English knowledge, they can able to work on that. So even for a experienced consultant in ECC, the option say for example some say some radio frequency or RFID transactions or is somewhat difficult to do navigation, right, when moving to the next page or confirming it. There will be I mean, at the start and even with the experienced user they are finding difficulty, but in S4 HANA with the Fury launchpad it is much easier. I think actually hope everyone is understanding